So today we are live, and while we are live, guys, we are having our dinner, and let me show you our dinner for today. So I had this fried rice from Panda Express. So this is the name, Panda Express, and grilled pork grill with some vegetable and chicken grills. So all of this is from Panda Express. It's like a Chinese kitchen, and also having
American Chinese.
American Chinese cuisine. This one is pancit and some sour
Hot and
soup.
sour soup, fried rice again.
So that's our dinner for tonight, and that's mine. We are having the
Well,
same.
he's eating
So
Chinese
we'll eat,
also, but from a
yeah.
different.
He's having also fried rice and fried chicken. So yeah, so this is our dinner for today,
Chinese
and
night.
so this live, guys, we are going to talk about the food here in the Philippines. Can foreigners survive eating Filipino food here in the Philippines? So we're gonna answer that while we are eating our dinner. And of course, Harry is the one who's gonna answer some of that because he's the foreigner and he's the one really experienced eating some Filipino food, and he's the one can answer if really he's a foreigner, you know. So he will answer if some foreigner can survive food here in the Philippines. Okay, so let me start eating first my dinner. So you ask, guys, our Filipino food here in the Philippines. Mostly, really, we eat fish soup. We have chicken, like we call it chicken adobo, chicken with soy sauce. So let's eat, guys. Let me enjoy first my dinner. So this food,
That's your sauce, you know.
Panda Express, just opened last year. It was last year? No, 2 years ago.
I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 years. I don't know.
So it's good thing that they open here in Robinson Mall. So Harry knows already this restaurant. So yeah, we always buy, but when sometime only because this food, it's a foreigner food, but it's a foreigner price also. It's not the Filipino price. So this one, my meal alone, it costs 400 peso. So how much is that in dollar, Jen?
Roughly, I guess about seven something.
$7. $7.
Yeah.
So my food alone, it costs $7. In peso, it's 400 pesos, guys. This one. So it's two kind. We call it ulam and one fried rice. Two, what do you call it? Meat. Which one
Two
is it?
two side,
Two side. Okay.
two sides with the rice.
But the quantity, it's good. Enough. And when you are living in Manila, guys, the price is high compared to the provinces.
Yeah, but the point is when you buy from a mall, prices jump anywhere because the rents they have to pay.
Yeah.
So the price, I mean, living in Manila, it's like you can still find different cuisines. So it's not a problem, but you pay a high price, higher price than what a Filipino cuisine is going to be.
Yeah.
Because most of the time, when you compare the price, it's almost very, very close to what they sell it in America. Because I'm used to this Panda Express because I'm from Virginia and they had this Panda Express over there. So I used to visit them even last year when I was there. I went to Panda Express. Can't remember exactly how much a plate with two sides gonna cost over there, but over here, let's say $7 or $8 over there, probably $9, but I'm not too sure. But
But
$9 over there and $7 or $8 over here is a big difference. Because
yeah.
over there you can make easily 15, 18, $20 an hour. Over here you can make $10 a day.
Yep.
So it's a big difference. But we only once in a while, we were in the mall, so I just had the urge, didn't know what to eat, so we said, okay, we'll just order panda, and I like hot and sour soup, so I ordered that
Ang
too.
galaw ng kalabi kasi hindi magalaw ang
Oh.
the bed ay the table bed. Dun you
Wala.
open. Yeah, it's big different. I don't know why the salabi is still the same salabi.
Yeah,
Minimum.
everything
the
has
price,
gone up.
Yeah, the price of everything like vegetable,
Everything,
meat,
fish, meat, vegetable, rent,
whatever you buy also in the mall.
land prices, everything.
Yeah.
Like
Only the salary of these people who working is still they higher little bit like 20 pesos the 10 to 20 pesos I think.
like pennies.
Yeah. Ayan. So the food, some of the Filipino food, I know some of the foreigner who also does vlog, some of them they like the Filipino food, like limited of the Filipino dish.
No, there's certain foods that we
Yeah.
can eat. The problem with Filipino food is you guys use a lot of soya sauce, a lot of oil, so it's very fatty, very unhealthy, and you cook in very deep fried, like in oil.
Mostly,
It's not
yeah.
healthy. But if
We
you eat
use
barbecue fish,
a lot of oil.
but if you eat barbecue fish or something, yeah, it's good.
But no, in the province,
Yeah.
we don't really use a lot of oil in the province. I
Mhm.
mean, I'm talking us. I don't know some other Filipino that live in the province. But most of us kid, wag mo galaw-galawin
Wait.
ang misa, be. Gumagalaw yung cellphone, be. Baba mo konti. So, in the province, because my father is a fisherman, so we always eat fish. And the way of our cooking of fish with soup, like we don't really use oil. We use soup and some seasoning. That's all, like salt and the other seasoning. That's all. We put vegetable. So mostly, like almost daily, guys, we eat fish and soup.
In the province, that is.
Yeah, that in the province because
Not here.
of because of our situation of living, that my father always catch fish, and that's our we can survive. Mostly fish, but sometimes we eat vegetable. But yeah, here in Manila, a lot of Filipino also use oil cooking,
Yeah.
and some of them soy sauce, mostly soy sauce. Even when we cook vegetable, we call it pakbet. We use also soy sauce of that. Same thing with soy sauce. So I think some of the foreigner, it depends what kind of food they really like.
No, if they have a girlfriend who can cook at home, then it should not be much of a problem. Because you can buy fresh vegetables, obviously meat, chicken, pork, fish. You can buy fresh. Go to those palenque, I don't know what they call over
Yeah,
here. Those,
palengke, market.
yeah, palenque market. I mean, we could do the same too. We go to these open markets where they sell. I would say it's fresh, because we never had a problem. I've been eating for 7 years.
Yeah, because I cook chicken adobo, and hubby's like it. He can eat with that, but of course not all the time. And we also try to cook bitter melon with egg. I don't know, guys, if you heard about it, but yeah, since Harry start trying this, then he will be okay. But that is good for breakfast. You can eat probably with bread, with bitter melon with egg. So if you have a Filipino girlfriend or wife, you can mention that to her. She can try if you will like it for breakfast. This bitter melon with egg. Then you can try with bread, because that was that Harry does. He eat that with bread.
That was the first time I ate bitter melon
With
and egg. First time, because usually we make omelets. It is with onions, green pepper or red pepper, tomatoes, with bitter melon. Oh, first time.
It's like egg omelette. What the difference is with bitter melon.
Yeah.
That's the only difference. So yeah, that one you can eat. And fried fish, yeah. You try fried fish before.
Yeah, I mean, even though it's very oily, but you just use a tissue paper, try to soak oil, try to soak the oil out. So you can make it, but
grilled fish, yeah, we do grilled fish. So yeah, so I think a lot of foreigners live here in the Philippines, and since because some of them also live in the province, and in the province it's hard to find foreign food. So I guess when you're gonna try some of the Filipino food, you're probably gonna survive because it's not that bad. You just don't eat the Filipino food that you do want. Like if you do like kind of soup kind, then you can have the adobo,
yeah,
adobo style chicken.
it's just that as an American, we're not used to eating soya sauce or vinegar,
Yeah.
those kind of things.
And some, yeah, also some we call it kinilaw, like fish, fish cooked by vinegar with onion and red pepper. You probably gonna like it. Then mostly we partner it with grilled fish also. That really, we love that. You know, mostly from the province, we Filipino like that kinilaw with grilled fish.
But luckily for me, since I live here, almost all kinds of cuisine I can get. I can get Italian, Chinese, right? Turkish,
Yeah, because
Indian.
we live here in Malate, guys, as you know. So, yeah, they have Indian food here. They have
Arabic.
Arab food. They also Chinese food, Korean food, Japanese food. Almost
Everything.
everything we get from here. But still, I'm cooking some Filipino food, and Harry also have no problem as long as it's not dry fish. As long, the dry fish when I start cooking, Harry already starting run away. And we also have experience that our neighbor knocked us because I'm cooking the dry fish.
Yeah. And the surprising thing is that he's Filipino also. He's a Filipino American, but just because he lived in America a few years, he's more westernized. So he didn't like the smell of the dry fish because when she cooks dry fish, I have the doors open because I cannot take it.
Yeah.
So he comes to us and he's like, close your door. I'm like, man, imagine you live like 4 doors down the corridor. I live right here. What about me? I cannot handle it either. But once in a while, it's okay. Let the Filipino enjoy her food.
Yeah.
But he was upset. He said, man, you're stinking up the place. I said, okay, buddy, I'm sorry. I'll close the door.
Sometimes only I cook dry fish, guys, because I know Harry doesn't like the smell. But sometimes I have that craving that, especially when it's raining, guys. When it's raining, that's the time we Filipino, we like to eat dry fish. Then mostly partner of that is noodles. Noodles, the noodles with the soup. We have like noodles here that you can buy in the supermarket, cheap. Yeah, mostly that's our
Let's mix it up. Whatever is left tomorrow.
I'm also trying to learn some of Indian food that Harry like it, so that he can also hit. So yeah, so if you are planning to have a Filipina girlfriend or wife, or planning to live here in the Philippines, so you should be prepared that some of the Filipino food that
but there's a lot of international cuisine now in big cities. I'm talking about Manila, Cebu.
Yeah, that's in big city, but some of the foreigner doesn't like to live in big cities here in Manila because of the pollution. Most of them, they want to live in the provinces. I mean, some of the provinces, let's say Dumaguete or Cebu, they have some foreign food also. But if you want that kind of life, you cannot really afford, because you know, guys, to be honest, the foreign food here in the Philippines is a foreign price.
Yeah, it's
also.
quite expensive. Cannot eat every day unless
Yeah.
unless you have no choice. If you cannot survive on Filipino food, then that's fine.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's expensive. But we do it. I mean, I do it.
Yeah, if you want the cheap kind of life, that's why you want to live in the Philippines.
but
Then you need to try some Filipino food. I mean, it's not that really bad. It's just some. They have also some good Filipino food that you might like it.
You just get used to it.
Yeah, like pork grill or chicken grill or chicken adobo. That kind of Filipino food that you will be okay.
The only problem over here is, the quality. The quality of meat, I don't like it. Bacon, my God. I never had
It's hard
to
to
cook.
find.
I never had to cook bacon in oil. Never. Because bacon, pork, comes with its own fat. I never had to add oil. Over here, I don't know what kind of bacon is that. I always have to put oil in the pan, and then I add bacon. In America, I buy from Costco, never. It's so much oil, so much fat is going to come out of the bacon. You don't need no oil. So, the quality, yes. A lot of people are going to say that, and I agree. Beef. I could not get beef hamburgers.
Yeah.
But now I buy a brand called Highlands, which is good, not bad. But you're talking about, all over Philippines, very hard. You're not going to find that brand. You're not going to find it in big cities. Yes, you're going to find, and it's not cheap. For 4 burgers, I pay more than $4.
Yeah.
Raw, uncooked. And the Filipino, if you making $4 a day, how are you going to eat that?
We cannot afford because it's
How
like
you
if
gonna
you
eat
eat that, it's like one time eating and one day working.
Yeah, then how are you going to do that? But they have cheap burgers also.
Yeah.
They have
Like
burgers,
you can buy like for 20 pesos.
Yeah, 20, 30
Or
pesos
10
for a
pesos.
burger.
Huh?
But we're talking about as a foreigner, you may not be able to kind of digest that. You're gonna say, "Oh no, what is this? What kind of meat is this?" But you can find good stuff, like I said. But meat quality is still gonna be inferior when you compare it to the UK or the US. Quite inferior. But hey, you want to live here, you got to make a lot of compromises.
Yep.
That's all.
Even the meat or
Yeah.
bacon from SNR, and that is foreign food. It is expensive, guys.
Oh yeah, it is expensive. No matter what people say, you
So
cannot
if
buy
you
that
are
every
looking
day.
for good quality, that
Cannot
food
buy every day.
that from your country, so you can find it here, but the price is double what you paid for from your country.
And if you want good pizza, don't buy from a Filipino franchise. The sauce is sweet, the cheese, I don't know.
Yeah, mostly sweet. I don't know why, but yeah, mostly like spaghetti is sweet.
Yeah. Even the
Even I didn't notice that before because I've been eating those food.
Yeah.
I've been noticed since I met Harry. Then I realized what is the
Yeah.
difference of that
the why I
not
complain.
sweet.
Yeah, why I complain. Yeah, but they have a lot of pizza franchises, American over here,
Yeah,
so it's no problem. They got Pizza Hut. They got what else they
Papa
have?
John's.
They got Papa John's, Pizza Hut, and
Greenwich
SNR
is enough.
Pizza. No,
Angel.
Greenwich is not US.
In jail we like.
Yeah, that's also. So yeah, they do have a few, American franchise. So their pizza is okay. But like I said, otherwise, man, even the pizza, the sauce is sweet. The cheese is like, is this really cheese? It's very hard to find pure cheese or real cheese over here. Very hard.
Yeah.
But I think slowly it's changing because when I first came here, it was hard to find a lot of things. Now when we go to our grocery store over here, we can find, quite a lot of different things now, which was never available 3, 4, 5 years ago.
Now
They realize,
this is the price that you need to
yeah,
pay double. That's all.
yeah, some of the, yeah, you'll pay at least 50% higher. So don't think, Philippine is cheap. No, not anymore. It's not, unless you live like a Filipino. If you want to live their lifestyle, go ahead. But if you're a city man like me, you're not gonna survive. Not survive in the province, I mean to say.
Because when we are talking about our food that is cheap, yeah, it is cheap.
Yeah.
Like you can buy for 65 pesos.
Yeah,
You can have
$1.10.
rice
Yeah.
and side dish. You can eat for your lunch for that price. 65 pesos, like $1.
Yeah, but 110, let's say.
Like 110. So you
With-
can survive if you have no problem to eat this
But that's
those
what the
Filipino food.
yeah, but that's what the locals do.
Yeah. Some
Yeah.
of them they eat less because there are some people who selling food and only roaming to those who people who working. And of course, they only gonna give a discount price than this local restaurant, so that they can have a little bit discount of the food. And yeah, like some of them like 40 pesos, they only gonna make them pay 40 pesos, and it's okay. Same thing the Paris. That's the cheap Paris, 35.
Yeah. See, even Panda Express knows that. But you know, everything is going up.
Yeah.
The rents, the land prices, everything. So you know, when people make videos, you can live here with 1,000 US. Oh man, I don't think so. I spend much more than that.
Maybe, but some.
But the lifestyle, you have to adjust to your lifestyle.
Yeah.
It won't be the same type of living.
Well, maybe the person who talk about that, maybe their lifestyle is they make it lower.
It's very hard because you're going to rent. If you rent in a city, you're paying like 15,000 peso. Then the electric, the Wi-Fi, it adds up. So you're paying roughly 20,000 just for renting a, let's say, a decent place with Wi-Fi and electric and water. 20,000. Yeah. That's roughly 380 or whatever US dollars, right? And then you have to eat. And then you're gonna have a companion. Because you have to feed her.
If you want to be in the Philippines.
Yeah, you have to feed her.
And even if you don't want companion.
Yeah, and most of the women.
Companion gonna come to you.
Yeah, no, and then most of the women you're gonna find they're gonna have kids, not kid, 2, 3, who knows? So you gotta feed them. You cannot be selfish and say no, I'm not gonna feed them. I mean, yeah, you can be selfish if you want, but then that's not the right thing to do. You need to take care of the kids also. So yeah, maybe you can live or survive, but that's not called living. Living is when you're really living your life. You're enjoying, adventure. You're going places. You don't have to look at a budget that I only this much money left for this month. I have to wait till next week for my check or my pension check or SS check to come. So yeah, just be careful, guys. I mean, come, but make sure. Don't believe those things that you can live here for 600 US or 700 US. No, not me.
So they can live for 1,000 US.
No, I think you need more than that. I'm talking about if you want to live in the city.
But let's see, sample Cebu. Even Cebu expensive.
No, even Cebu is expensive.
Because we went to Cebu, guys,
Yeah.
and
Nothing
it's not really cheap to live there.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you want a decent place to live, because as a foreigner, I would say my number one concern will be my personal security. I cannot live just like that open that anybody can break the windows and come in. So if you want a place like that, believe me, you'd pay at least 20,000 or 22,000 a month. Just rent. Then, electricity, because it's hot. You're going to need to put your air con. Right? And then, of course, like we said, you have to eat also. Otherwise, what's the point of coming to this country, that you cannot enjoy?
The food alone, you will be spending like in daily.
Yeah, unless she cooks at home, then yeah.
Even if she cooks, some
if it's only two,
is high.
No, if it's only two of you, let's say, him and the girlfriend, I think you can survive with 500 peso a day. Food, I think. You can eat 2 times for 500, yeah. How much chicken you going to buy? 1 kilo chicken is going to last you 2 days.
Yeah, because chicken is like 220
Yeah, but it will last you 2 days. We're talking about only
2 of them, it's going to last 2 days. But I know you guys cannot eat like the same what we do.
Exactly.
Like, if we cook chicken in the morning, we still can eat lunch and dinner 3 times. Because we Filipino, we eat 3 times a day. And it's heavy meal. We eat with rice. But I know you guys cannot eat chicken. Like chicken in the morning, chicken lunch, chicken dinner, you cannot eat.
Yeah. Not only that, a lot of foreigners don't eat rice. I'm Indian, we know what rice is. A lot of foreigners don't know rice. If they do eat rice, it's probably in an Indian restaurant or maybe Chinese, the fried rice. Otherwise, they don't eat. they don't know. They don't know about rice. So, you have to make a lot of adjustments. You just get used to things, that's all. But like I said, in big cities, you're going to find, all this kind of food. But yes, you'll have to pay for it. It's not
You
going to
have
be cheap.
no worries about the food
It's
in
not
big
cheap.
city. But if you can live some of the Filipino food, then you probably gonna less. You can have less spending because Filipino is not that high
Less
compared
expensive.
foreign food. Like,
And foreigners do that. Sometimes you go to this Filipino restaurant, you see foreigners, will be eating in there. Will be sitting and eating.
same thing regular guys. He been
Yeah.
eating
And their
any
meal,
food.
and their meal is only 100 peso, which is roughly a dollar and let's say 70 or 80. I haven't done the
Yeah.
calculation, but under $2. Right? That's under $2 one meal. Which is cheap.
Yeah.
Which is cheap. But if you can do something like that, yeah.
But if you if you're gonna compare that to the foreign food, then
Yeah.
it's triple rice.
Yeah, over there, I mean,
Right?
Yeah, because it's rice. In America, they're not going to eat, like how they serve you rice. Even McDonald's has rice on their menu.
Pasta.
They don't have rice on the menu in McDonald's or KFC or Burger King. No, it'll be French fries. Same thing in Italian restaurant. It'll be pizza, lasagna, those kind of things. It won't be rice. Over here, everything is, must. Rice is a must.
Yeah. We are, what you call it? That's our, we really must.
That's your staple, food.
Eat rice because without the rice for us is like.
Still hungry.
Yeah. We are not satisfied.
Yeah.
Example, I'm eating pizza now or pasta or bread. After 30 minutes, it's lunchtime. I'm still gonna eat rice. Rice with side dish with ulam. So that's what like our food, that without rice and dish, then we're not gonna be satisfied. Still gonna look for our food.
So I think that's about it. It was a short video while we were eating, and we are done. Need to do clean up. But yeah, you can make it, but just be open-minded about the quality of the food in this country. I have been living here, so I know a lot of people are gonna say, you're just talking like this. Oh, I live here, and I come from a big city, so I'm talking for me, not generally for you how you're gonna live.
Yeah.
I'm talking about how I live my life and how I live here.
Yeah. Okay, so this is
Hi,
just
guys.
the short live, and we just have an conversation about this food here in the Philippines. So if you guys have any question or suggestion to make a video, so yeah, you just can comment. So yeah, so that's it for today's video, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you sa ating viewers na andito, sa ating dalawang viewers. So bye guys, and thank you so much. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up and subscribe for more videos.
What do you have, you say? What is that? This one piece?